Hello, time now for our international press review. The man here with, well, newsprint stained fingers is Ruben Easy. Ruben, where would you like to start today?
Well, we'll just do a quick sort of tour of the French papers. They're all trying to assess what was the point, what was the outcome of yesterday's day of action with civil servants, teachers and other workers joining into the big strikes, which of course are still going on here in France.
And of course the printers as well, no newspapers yesterday.
No, indeed. Got them back today, luckily enough. Libération, sort of left-wing daily, as you'd expect, quite sympathetic to the cause. They're saying the main point of yesterday's thing was really a demonstration. It was a demonstration to the government that they can't just not negotiate at all on this issue. They're accepting that probably the special regimes might be consigned to the dustbin of history, but they want a few sweeteners in return. So that was the point for them of yesterday's action. Figaro, the sort of more conservative daily, of course, not at all impressed, really continuing to focus on the disruption of the strikes, saying they're continuing to poison the lives of millions of French people. You can see it's making life difficult for people there.
Quite a picture on the front there, all those people waiting to get onto that metro train. Amazing.
Quite right. A lot of papers pointing out, all the local press, for example, making the important point that the real challenge probably starts today with the negotiations opening. I don't know if you can't...
If they go anywhere.
Well, on that note, we've got the nice little thing here. I don't know if you can see it very well on the screen, but this is from the daily paper, Le Parisien. Got a nice little cartoon there with Nicolas Sarkozy saying, well, all these workers are going to get crummy, small pensions anyway, so they should be happy to work for a few extra years. And the work minister saying...
Xavier Bertrand there?
I think he's saying, you ought to leave the negotiations
leave the negotiations to me, President. Yeah, great
there
stuff.
You go.
Yeah. OK, next.
Moving on, New Age. This is a Bangladeshi paper, obviously an editorial piece there, of course, talking about the devastation of Cyclone Sidr, saying response is too slow to get through, fresh water, food, shelter is not getting through to the people that need it. Calling on the government there, the main point of this article, to lift the political state of emergency which exists in the country, because they're saying this is hindering other potential parties, above all political parties, from helping. They said they would also be able to provide useful help if the government would lift this state of emergency. And they're saying, indeed, if the government doesn't do this, they're calling on those parties who want to help, who are otherwise obstructed from doing it, to just get out there and do what they can anyway. And they finish.
So it just adds to the whole feeling of chaos, doesn't it, really?
They do. They finish the piece by saying, indeed, every able-bodied man and woman who can do something ought to get out there and do plea for those.
OK, so a plea from a newspaper in Bangladesh.
Right. Next, some not terribly optimistic pieces looking at the Middle East peace talks planned for Annapolis in the US. They're going to take place on the 27th of November. Now, the Daily Star, a Lebanese paper, a nice editorial entitled Mushroom Soup on the Road to Annapolis. Caught my eye this morning.
Mushroom soup. Explain, Ruben.
What they mean is that the negotiations, or what exactly is going to come out of these talks, is about as clear as mushroom soup. So grey and murky. They're saying the US, they're highly critical of the US policy on this, accusing them of an about turn, accusing them of really neglecting the Middle East for the last 6 years. They're saying no one really seems to know what they want to get out of this. It's all just self-serving expediency is the phrase they use. They do say it's an opportunity for Arab countries to simply go there as a symbol, just to say, you know, we desire peace. We've got
no time left, but do your final story.
The Daily Telegraph, nice piece there. They've discovered an enormous claw, a fossilised claw about this long, and it once belonged to a giant scorpion, which would have been 2.5 metres long.
This is a scorpion that would have been 2.5 metres long.
2.5 metres long, but don't get scared.
Strikes fear into you, doesn't it? To me, anyway.
But don't worry, it's not going to come crawling through your door tomorrow. This would have lived around 390 million years ago, but it goes to show that creepy crawlies of that time were a heck of a lot bigger than we ever thought they were before. 390
million years ago, about the last time Paris Saint-Germain won a game. Ruben, thank you very much for that international press review. You're watching France 24. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to this edition of The Debate on France 24.
Join Andrea Sanko as she gets experts, newsmakers and observers to speak about a variety of hot topics. The France 24 Debate, Monday to Thursday at 7:10 p.m. Paris time, only on France 24.